Hey, Gabby.
Hi.
I'm climbing out the window.
Not surprised. She's not putting on a show, folks.
I'll see you later. See you later. But like, how can I not go in those woods? Look at those woods.
Meanwhile, you know what? I'm gonna take a video of the spot I'm about to go to. It's not in the woods, but it's super cute and it's facing the water. Have fun.
Oh, I will. Let's go this way. Oh, okay. I found the perfect rock to go sit on. I have my towel.
If you're new here, you can go like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my videos, and just hit the bell icon so you can get notified every time I post a new video.
This is probably the best way to recover from travel, is to get somewhere that you can be in nature. So here I am in Sweden, preparing for my next competition, which is on Saturday. It's in a place called Taby near Stockholm in Sweden, and it's an add-on event to the Stockholm Diamond League. And as you can tell, maybe, I picked up a little bit of a cold on my travels, so it's good that we are here in a peaceful place where we can get good rest, good food, be in nature. They have a sauna, and I have a few days. It's today's just Monday, and I have a few days. We compete on Saturday, so hopefully I will have kicked the cold to the curb. Here we go again, round 2. Hi.
This gentleman gonna check you in, okay?
Okay.
What is the? All right, let me check.
Okay.
Morris.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna move.
They travel with airplanes all the time.
Yeah, but it has to be booked for cargo space because it has to be basically affixed to or attached to a pallet. So we need to have that done ahead of time. It's not in the reservation.
Wait, it should be in the reservation.
Yeah, there's a reservation.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're checking the reservation to make sure our sporting equipment. Take it with? Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. While we waited for them to check and confirm that our poles were in the reservation, which we already knew they were, this man was checking us out like, what are those? Okay, poles are confirmed.
Oversized fee.
Okay. Yes, we will pay your oversized fee, as we do. Yeah, cargo in the corner. Thank you.
Are me and Sandi gonna hate each other by the end of the trip, or are we gonna have created such a deep bond that we're gonna know our deepest, darkest secrets?
I think we're gonna be trauma bonded. That's what I think is gonna happen. So, there they go.
That is crazy.
Okay.
Here, yes.
Okay, first of all, tell us your name. My name's Nika, and show us what pole vault looks like. Like this.
Oh yeah.
Right? Isn't that it? That's so it. Yeah. And soon enough, we were on our 8.5-hour flight to Paris. Charles de Gaulle is probably the most intimidating and confusing airport on the planet, in my opinion. If you ever travel through, make sure you pay close attention to the letters and the numbers of your gates, because there are a lot of buses, a lot of transfers, and it's quite confusing.
Where are we meeting at? Where are we connected?
Go to 2F. I'm about to go through border. I'm about to go through the border control. I'll wait for you right here. Mid-cafe nap. Just checking all of my air tags because Charles de Gaulle, the Paris airport, is also a black hole for luggage. I'm not kidding. You want to go to Rome? Yep. Soon enough, we made it to Roma. I'm gonna try to keep it
Crazy.
We'll go from here to Sweden, and we're getting the Swedish arrangements.
Because you were supposed to stay here, right?
Say hi.
Say hi to what?
YouTube.
No, I'm not on YouTube.
You're on you're gonna be on. We're at a training facility called Bosen here in Sweden, and it's a really beautiful training facility. So there's indoor pool, weight room, running track, everything that we need for the week is here. And this is my favorite part, is when I get to stay in Europe and train and do training camps and really get settled in. And that's when the performances begin to shine, because as an American athlete, it can be really difficult to hop back and forth. Rome, the first one, went surprisingly well, especially straight off the airplane.
The statue has the perfect place to attach my band.
As a vet, I've learned all the tricks to deal with the jet lag. I've been feeling really good in my training. I've still been dealing with little tweaks here and there, still dealing with my shoulder. At this point, I know how to manage everything. I think this year we've found the right formula for what I need right now at this point in my career. And when you're happy, it shows in your performances, as it did for me in Rome, thankfully.
And that jump right there made for 10 years, jumping 480 or higher. I'm proud of that. As you can tell, I was quite excited, and honestly, it's not even because of where the bar was at. Yes, 480 is a solid bar, but it's more because I feel like I'm finding my jump, and when things happen that smoothly, it's fun. It really does feel like you're flying, and I was just pumped that it felt so smooth and so easy, and things are coming together. You just saw me hug Jeff Hartwig, and that moment was reminiscent of this moment back in 2016 when I made 494 and then the next bar 5 meters, and I ran over and hugged Jeff, and he has been such a mentor of mine and my on-the-road coach for the last 9 years. 9 years! I cannot believe that. And I cannot believe it's been that long since this magical night in Brussels. I got a lot of bar love on that 5 meter jump, but you know what? I'm not ashamed of it, because sometimes things are just meant to be.
It's been a battle, getting through a couple of tough seasons. I don't know how to explain it without doing an entire video about it, but I'll just say this now. It was a rough time for me, and I feel like now, moving to Louisville, Kentucky, and being with Coach Brooke Rasnick and training with Gabby and Tyrone, my husband, being all in, all supportive. We're having to do long distance right now. It's been a lot, but it was the best decision for my career. Prior to Rome, I had some really good practices at my home pit, my beloved pink home pit in Atlanta. I'm so fortunate to have that, and to have the support of my husband and my dad at those jump sessions. And for one of the vault sessions, 2 of my closest friends, Ashley and Naomi, came down to visit. A lot of my friends don't get to see me pole vault in person, so that was really fun. And I even gave my friend Ashley some pole vault lessons, which I'm so proud of you, Ashley. Way to go. You were fearless in your attempts.
Let's do that one more time for the camera. It's beautiful. Are you ready? And hands up. Okay. Jump over. Punch that right arm out. Jump. You can do this.
I was very stoked because it took us about 20 minutes to get her in the pit.
All right, let's do it again.
I love sharing pole vault with other people. It gives people an appreciation for how difficult it is. Anyway, I felt confident in my sessions leading up to Rome. I got in that short approach session with Ashley and Naomi there, and then I jumped from my 7 lefts or my 14-step approach. I do now consider 16 steps to be my true full approach, and 14 steps is kind of my, I don't know, shorter full approach. I can jump high from both. And I made a bar over 470. It wasn't an easy day. My run was not super dialed in. The wind was swirling that day. It was pretty strong.
And when the wind is being crazy, you just have to be patient and wait for the right moment.
How I like to train is start with high bungees and then start pushing up to stiffer poles. And if I feel like I want to jump something, then let's put a bar up. I think you have to be very thoughtful about when to use a bungee and when to use a bar, and what is the goal of today's practice. This would be a great stick for my gecko cage. It's a softwood. Y'all didn't know how weird I was, did you? Well, now you know.
Here's some more behind the scenes content from Rome. If you think that main stadium is beautiful, just wait until you see the warm-up track. Wow.
Coolest track on the circuit.
Imagine if they use this track for real.
I think they should.
Honestly, yeah, with the would fill out and it would look even.
Yeah.
Ankle. I've had this weird thing where my ankle is not tracking right.
And I was telling Jeff that my ankle was doing this weird thing where the tendon wants to catch or pop over the bone, and it's just a tendon problem that has popped up recently. And I was trying to play it off, but I was a little nervous because once it starts locking up, I can't control it and it will just lock randomly. And so what's crazy is it's the reason I decided to go to my 16-step approach on a whim in the warm-ups the next day, because I didn't want to have to push so hard out of the back of the run. And it ended up being the biggest blessing in disguise because my run dialed in really well, and going to that longer approach helped me get on some bigger poles. I'm really going to give you the bullet points here so I don't bore you to death, but it really ended up timing up super well, and I got on some 460 poles. So I went to a longer approach and went to bigger poles in one competition. I have never done that in my life, and I'm really proud of it. That is a warrior veteran move right there. And that is why I was so surprised when everything felt so smooth. I took a risk, and the calculated risk led to a fantastic result. And you know I can't end this segment without giving a shout out to my girl, Gabby. She tied for second place with a jump of 465. Second place at a Diamond League in 465 is awesome. You should be really proud of yourself, Gab. Another shout out I want to do is for my good friend Roberta Bruni, Italian Polevaulter, who you met in my last vlog. And even though we compete against each other, we are also really good friends, and she was helping me figure out how to get over this 480 bar. Robbie, I love you, my friend, and thank you for always being there for me. So happy. I'm so happy.
Say hi to YouTube.
Thank you.
Bye.
Fist bump.
Congratulations!
Y'all too.
I have to get the beautiful
We're
Valerie
twins.
Almond
Hello.
and her beautiful mother, Robbie.
So of course the first thing I did was FaceTime Tyrone and tell him all about the competition step by step, ran it back, and I was just so pumped and so happy.
This weekend in Taby, I'm gonna be over my little sniffle. I'm gonna feel great. I'm about to go hit the sauna. I cannot wait to check out the rest of this facility here in Bosen. Let's go see it. This is cool.
I was convinced that I wanted to go down to the water so I could jump in, but I decided not to because it was really cold, and I'm gonna blame the fact that I have a cold, okay? That's why I didn't jump in. Which I do actually have a cold, but also that was a little bit of sarcasm.
Jumping in this water, and I said, I'm not doing it. And now look, she's not doing it. I might do it. I haven't decided yet.
Next season, I'm coming back here and I'll take down 2 glasses of wine and I will be in that lake. You watch. Or sea. It's the sea, not a lake. I decided to settle for getting my legs in the water so I could take an ice bath.
As you can see, guys, a wild Sandi in her natural habitat. Like,
I'm in. Actually, this is perfect. But we're icing the legs. Tomorrow, I'm jumping in.
That was a bold-faced lie. I'm a chicken.
it's a little wet.
A little baby.
She's acting like she doesn't swear.
Don't tell my mom.
Thank you so much for tuning in and making it all the way to the end. Again, you're amazing, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget to go like and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Sandi.
They're gonna fit into my car, so I have to do it now for sure.
You put your poles in your car?